Well, welcome back to Aldridge Farm. Been a little while since I made one of these. Before I start into the storyline, I'm just going to explain a few things. You may notice we're a little bit further ahead than we were when you left, because I carried on and mowed all the fields, all the meadows I was going to mow, finished doing ploughing field 14, so there's no back. I might just tidy up a bit more, but it's, for all intents and purposes, back. I fed all the animals, filled the mixed feeder right up, and all the grass and mould has gone in there. I decided I want to move things along a bit because I want to do this. As you can see what this is trying to do the chaff on here. So we're now getting to the storyline. Right, you might be wondering why I'm only showing two of us here today. It's myself and Kylie. Paul is in hospital. I mentioned he'd taken up a new dangerous sport, hang gliding. Well, he decided to go a motor ride. And he got fairly high, and there was some structural damage to the motor ride bird, and the wing collapsed on him. So we said without a wing, those things do not fly very well. Well, at the moment he's lying in hospital at Stoke Mandeville, which is specialised in back injuries, because he has broken his back, as well as both legs and one or two other more minor injuries. We have no idea when we're going to see him back, if we will see him back. So Carly and myself, with the help of my wife where necessary, will be managing everything, certainly until the spring. In the spring we may have to see about hiring someone as a farmhand to help us out. But we'll see how it goes up to now. I think the work we've got the rest of the autumn and the winter, the three of us can manage no problem. I might just ask Charles if there's a chance he could give us a hand, but with that out of the way, I had my council meeting there, but before that I went and had to look up to where these builds have been done up on the hill. Of course, as luck would have it, it's not actually our district, our council district or parish. It's right where the border between two council districts and three parishes go. And they're building just the other side of the district council border, so we have no actual say in it. But what they're doing is they're putting in something like, I don't know, if you're British or European, you've probably heard of centre parks, holiday chalet type things, holiday camps and we're full. Well, that's what they're building up there. In some respects it could be very good for us. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Don't want the animals up there at the moment. I remembered how to switch that off. PDA. I got my son to show me, and he seemed to look right for me. Of course, I'm going to pull a bit up here. You forget how bad this is. Now I'm not looking forward to doing the top end of this field, because I think we're going to be getting very close to the edge right at the top. But, which is why I'm doing this bottom one first. I'm going to do the easy one first. And I will be doing several episodes on this. I may well do 2 on the bottom one and 2 or 3 on the top one. We'll see how it goes. This is going to take several hours of work to get these 2 done. And I still haven't figured out how we've got the beat in there. But how we got them there? We've certainly got them there. I may well just borrow a small pull behind lifter and lift those when they're ready. Or hire one from the garage, that in the header. All the work is now well in hand, ready for the winter. As you know, this is all coming down. and a bigger place has been put up. Darren has decided that with the amount of business he's doing now, he might as well go for it. So I'm more than happy to back him up on whatever he decides. I got how far this was to the BGA. We're not going to get that much done at any one time, but well, at least we are getting on with it. Possibly quicker we went in the top way, but you know what my memory's like. As I had a little word with the finance, the financial brain, and of Crawford Brown, and he reckons he didn't know whose debts he was buying when he bought a package of debts. I think I'd take that with a little pinch of salt. But he told me he has no intention of altering things too badly. I didn't like the way he said too badly. Right. And I'm just gonna come out that way. I think let me try about 4 mile an hour and see how it goes. Put it into cruise. See if we empty this off. See what sort of speed we got to do. Must probably a little bit more than 4, or have we? No, 4 was fine. See what it looks like. Yeah, that's fine. So, I'm no further forward on any of the little tasks I had. Still can't quite figure out why they are building a holiday place up on the hillside there. It's pleasant enough, but there's not a lot to do up there. But as I say, we may well do quite nicely out of that in the parish and the village. I shall be seeing about selling them some eggs up there, and I really must get down and see about putting some weed killer on some of these fields. Although it probably isn't worthwhile doing it because it's only going for, it's only going to be ploughed in come the spring. Yes, so I can't really set BP's mind at rest anymore, which is a pity. I was hoping to have really good news, and instead I got no news. Oh, we got probably get about halfway around the first field. No, not quite halfway. That shouldn't take too long to do this, he said, hopefully. But Kylie says she is more than happy to carry on through the autumn and winter, just the two of us, with, you know, where necessary the wife coming in. I mean, she'd be doing a lot of the field work or some attending the animals. but I think she's happy enough doing that. But I might just, say, spring we will definitely need someone else, and I can't see if Paul comes back. He's going to be back for a year. It really is. He really had a bad smash. Yes, which reminds me, I am never flying. The trouble is young people, I say, he's around 40, but he still likes to try all these different things. I might have to try something different with the top one. I might even put a heap this and pick it up from the heap. Not for this field, I think, but for the top one, which is a little bit further away. And we're getting close to another load, and we haven't done a lap yet. As you see, we are 40,000 in the red on current account. We have paid some of the capital off, so we're not as bad as we were. I hope we don't have to put any juice in anything for a while. We'll be getting very little income until next summer. Apart from eggs and milk. Oh, and livestock, of course, to sell. And we've got the class to pay for. That's still over at Chad's. Jordan's working on it. He's got the header to pieces apparently, and he's found out what's wrong. That means calling a few parts from Germany. The parts that have gone are not actually readily available. Just when you think things can't get any worse. I'll try and see if I can remember the way into the top of this BGA. That should be worth a laugh. See if this will be quicker. I think that's this road. Is it this one? No, it's not this one we need. I still get lost, never mind. Cut through alongside 5. This, of course, is our organic fields, and I must remember to mow around 11. So for brooms we can have the field in the right condition. Should have went up there, but we'll go this way. I know this way. Some of the corners look a bit burnt on some of the fields, and we've got plenty of muck, and we will be mucking as much as we can come the spring. Muck and plough. Oh, well, with the exception of the molten barley, that we will not be over mucking because we don't want to get the nitrogen too high. We have a contract to supply 50 tonne at a very good price to one of the craft breweries to be made at one of the smaller malt houses, and they have said they don't want more than about think it's 1.4% nitrogen, which is fairly low. We're going to have to almost starve field. At least they don't want it as organic, so we can put it on whatever field. We might even put that into the home field. We won't have to do any more mucking on there. See what this looks like so far. It's only got 11% in there so far. Oh, we're done again. And I think I told you that the new barrel business that Chad set up, with the council's fine with it, but he has to make certain that the fishermen can get to the river and supply them with adequate parking. But we don't want the fishermen's cars parked on the road. Before, when it's still a common, it's one of the few places that one of the few commons we allowed cars to be parked on. I haven't seen much of Mrs. Crawford Brown just lately. I see quite a bit of her husband, but apparently she's quite tied up in district council work, which worries me a bit. I can see some of the paperwork in the district, but only stuff what directly concerns our parish, and as yet nothing has caught my eye. I wonder about buying 20 at some point. Don't think we could combine 20 and 19 very well. We've got that wood in between and it'll make a very odd shaped field, but 20 is already an odd shaped field. We might be able to combine at the top. I think we need to get permission to get rid of the wood between the two. But if we do that, we've got nowhere to sell the, well, we could put this wood on the train. I'm certain Kylie's boyfriend can sort that out for us. Would bring us in some more money, but we need to buy 20 first, then get permission to clear that and take all that bit of land in between. I don't think that will be forthcoming. Keep going, don't stop. Yes, it's very odd here. I cannot figure out how we got beat on this field. Unless the seeder went slightly wrong. If so, we're going to have to run that in again to have that looked at. Makes for an interesting shape, though. Is there enough to borrow to hire equipment to lift this? I don't think so. Mind you, I do know who has got an old beat lifter, fairly old fashioned. Justin has got one. It's stuck in the back of a shed somewhere, and I think it still runs. I think I might borrow that to get steel filled to bring it down on the low loader. And this is fit. Well, I think we better get out of this way. It's going to be done on a big turn here. glad we've got about 3 or 4 headlands cut in this. So I'm not looking forward to that top field. I think I may have to put a wider grass stripping at the top, because that's where the wheat is going in for brooms. There was beet going in this bit, so we already got beet in there. We can't leave it. And how are we doing? That's it, that's another one done. So this field is quite dangerous. As you see, we've got the sort of lake that side of us. We've got the drop into the river at the top end. I think we'll do 2 more trips, and then I shall cut it for this one. I shall probably try and do some of this without doing the video diary, and then when you come back we'll be getting close to doing the first field, I think. If we had a spare board, we'd have someone actually compressing the bunker for us, but we haven't. I'm going to go all the way up. I'm going to take the one north of 7. We're going to try this way down. Not that one. It's this one. We should be able to drop across the top here, drop in and come in the proper in and out gates, but with no one actually managing the BGA properly, and it's down to us, the users, having to sort it out. I'm not so worried anymore. Oh yeah, this is the right way. The way I should have been coming. Yeah, that's sometimes you can't tell us anything, us old boys. Wrong one, this one. Don't think that scale's right. Feels like we've got more than 22 ton on here. Well, I'm trying to fill these 2 this end up. I have got permission to fill the rest up, but that won't be until the winter, when we will be slicing through the alfalfa, and I will be slicing a lot of that. I will be ploughing some in. I'll be seeing what the fields are like, and the ones where they're fairly well fertilised anyway I shall leave, but the ones that need a bit more I will plough that in. The ones that got plenty of fertiliser already, I'm going to just cut that with a forage harvester. Must remember to turn on to drive. Let's back up and see what we're doing now. We're 20%. Ain't going to take much to fill these up. We're going to fill 2 of these up anyway. We might have to use a 3rd. We are going to fill this one up, I think, from this one field. Right, we're doing another trip. I call that we had about 7 ton of product on there. Felt a lot more than that. The orchard's looking good. I might extend the orchard a bit, especially if Darren can take more fruit. Got another half dozen of each tree in. Just have a slurp up my flask. Because we can take more and we can do more. It doesn't cost as much once we've got the trees in. Don't even bother to cut the grass around them anymore. There's not enough grass there to worry about, and it helps to keep the moisture in this land a bit. Well, I might just cut it and spread it on there. That will help make even better top dressing. So much to think about. I am, although it's a little bit in Queer Street financially, I am happy to have this field. I think we had to do something if we're going to carry on with beet. And the chance of going deep in debt and buying this field was too good to miss, and because the other equipment we got at the same time. Well, I am sorting out the amount of equipment I'm going to have now and cut it down to the minimum at the moment. But 3 tractors for me is the minimum on this farm. Although we've got 2 standing idle today, if Paul was here we'd only have 1 idle. And there is times, especially when we're ploughing come the spring, all 3 tractors will be used and that poor little steer will be heavily used again. This one's starting to get up a top. I think it's getting close to 100 R. She's gonna make it, yeah. Never too certain whether she's going to decide that she wants to hit it at a new angle. It won't matter once we get another circuit done. And I think I'll keep it going around in circles. It's easier. Not the official way of doing it. It should be going up and down after cut another headland in, so I've got plenty of room to turn around. Oh, this is nice. Nice little run here. Oops, don't get too close to her. No, because I'm going to spoil it by just getting out of position very slightly. And we're just on there. Yes, we are getting a remarkable amount off this field. And we've got another load. Yeah, this is a woodland. Here I bought 20 I need to get rid of. This woodland in here, but I don't think it's exactly level, so I don't think I could actually. No, I couldn't. It's on a hill, so that's a no-no. There is another nice big field further up. I think it's 21 or so. But that's over the river. That's a little bit further away. Possibly a bit too far from the main farm. There's another big field that I could split into 2, and possibly, because BP said he's getting out potatoes, go into potatoes with it. And we need We need 7 big fields for potatoes, so we do a 7-year rotation. I will be doing some rape this year. I don't normally do it because it's flaming expensive to put in the ground, and although you get a lot for it, it's not a lot when you take it onto account. But it will be some quick money. At least the bees are bringing in a small amount of cash. I know 1 or 2 people have been putting wind turbines up, but it's a hell of a job to get planning permission for those. The locals don't like them. I'd love to have one, but I don't want the hassle of trying to get planning permission, then put some of my neighbours' backs up. Well, if I put one up on 20, it wouldn't really be in anyone's way, and there'd be plenty of wind up there. More food for thought. That bit of waste ground I got on 12 would be the place, but it's too close to the housing estate. Oh, I'm making a real mess of it this time. Begin to fill up now. That'll do. Right, let's see what we've got here now. It's a magic eye, 30%. As soon as we get this in, I shall stop cutting once we get one of these full and compact. I need to get it underway as quick as possible. Well, we do one more, then I'll let you all go. There's so many things I want to do, and I will do once we get our loan paid off. I'd like to get some more sheep. I'd like to take up to 100 sheep. The wool price is holding quite nicely. Lambs I'd like to get a few more of, but I can't really cram any more in our rearing sheds. I like to try and keep the rearing shed so it's only 4 in a partition, so I got room to stretch the legs. I hate these crates that they rear some animals in some parts of the world. I'd like to have beef and pigs and lambs have more outside time, but it just isn't possible. I left them at the top end at this time. Well, it's coming down nicely. Well, I was going to start about 7 o'clock cutting, but it was damp this morning, and you don't want too much moisture before you put it in the BGA. That will cause real problems. You haven't lived until you've seen a BGA catch fire. Believe me. Yes, I'll try and get halfway through this field, I think, before I bring you back. I think we're going to be 2 days doing these. I think it's going to be a day per field. But at least this one's on its way. No. I'm getting a funny feeling how full we've got that first bunker. We could well fill the 3, if not 4, the whole 4 up. It'd be fun if we have a little bit left to go into fall, because if we got any left over, you know, if we even overfill 4, the rest of it I'll take down to our feed store, I think. Or even put it in the, if it's a load, I'll certainly put it in our farm bunker, silage that up a bit, or even better, where we are, up to the sheep farm. God, she likes to try and get a fresh bite on this one, on this edge. I wonder if there's another possibility someone left some beet seed in the cedar. Oh well, whatever it is. This one I'm going to direct drill again with alfalfa, these two I think. As soon as they're empty we get on and just direct drill them. Well, they certainly want some fertiliser in them all. So I may not bother the beet. And back we go again. Luckily there's no traffic about. It's Friday at 10 o'clock. Kids at school, everybody's at the place of work. Nobody seems to be shopping. I haven't seen anybody in the shop car park. Yeah, so I'm going to overwinter these fields under the alfalfa, then make a decision. I think the organics that will be put straight back in will be ploughed straight under the others. I think the only field that won't have alfalfa on is the home field. I'm keeping that to grass till this spring, and I will try and get one cut off before we plough that. The cut we got off there was very good indeed. I think we're going to have enough silage down the sheep end to last the winter. That's when we make a bigger hash of it this time. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a like. It helps me. It makes me feel appreciated. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see more, please subscribe. Also, subscribe to all the people on my recommended list. Most of them are still active. I know a couple are not, or one is not anyway. But Even so, there's some good videos. There's Mr. Cosmic Knight. Even though he's not still active, there's some very good videos on there. And I am just going to do this. Take that off. Well, don't want that. I'm going to come out of cab and I'm going to stop moving forward, tip that out, take a screenshot, get this lot back up again, get back in the cab. 45%. Once I make my way back up there, I will add any comments, suggestions, queries, or anything else you want to raise. Please use the comments section. I read everyone. I try and reply to everyone. And at the moment, YouTube seems to be acting quite friendly with me and allowing me to see everything. Which hasn't happened for some time. At times I think YouTube has a mind of its own. We just met our way back, and and as I normally end it, Mary saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.